In March 18, 2025, officers were called to a Walmart in Ohio after loss prevention flagged a repeat skip scan crew tied to multiple active theft cases statewide.
Simmons is their last name. We've got multiple out of Waverly. They skip scan stuff at the registers. We got put onto them and ran their card. My boss probably has 20 cases, 15 cases that he's put in. They're over $1,000 from past thefts. And we got a dozen or more items not scanned. I just got to get the receipt, but they're both in there. But that's the rundown.
Are you from this jurisdiction?
Yeah. I've got Aurora pulled up. I can show you where they're in the system, what they've been doing. But we've just been waiting. I had them in the other day, but the handheld was messing up, and it was like 2 items. And I was like, well, we'll wait and get a solid, and this is actually a solid. I go back every time you've been in here. This was $188. This was 50 cents, which was the lower one, $114. I mean, there's 20 or more cases that you guys were involved in. I know what you're trying to tell me, you didn't do anything wrong, but I mean, why do you think I was watching you? This is 2 cases out of Waverly. This is one, that's why, I mean, they've been involved in 18 events. 16 from us so far that's loaded up. This one's $201. That's him pushing it out. There's her blue pickup truck. Their total value is $13.56 at the moment. And it's all either not scanning stuff at the register or scanning 1, bagging 2, 3. We have receipts, all the photo. There's still some we still have to fit in. Like it's going to be 20 or more times that they've been in here. And they do Waverly.
And this one, or just Walmart in general?
Waverly here, Columbus. There's one of the Columbus stores. Huh? It was Whitehall or something.
Whitehall?
Yeah. Well, it was absolutely you guys. I mean, I'm not making it up. I watched the video. So we were with another person there. What we did was we got put onto it by a self-checkout host. And she said, hey, I don't think they paid for all their stuff, which is common how this happens. So then we pulled the last 4 of the credit card, ran their name, and pulled up all their Walmart transactions. That's why we got 1 hit out of Columbus and a couple out of Waverly. I believe on Facebook it says he's from Waverly, but that's how we got their name. I believe it's Heather Simmons. Well, his old address is Waverly on his ID. Okay. And then, so we just started watching the transactions, and sure enough, every time they're in, they miss-scan. She'll stand and stare at the self-checkout host. He'll do most of the bagging.
Do what you got here.
Yeah.
And then, we can reference the other cases of elsewhere, and then the court could take that into account.
Yeah, no.
But
all that stuff is completely up to you. We just wanted to
Y'all make sure to put all those together for the court hearing or whatever.
What is it?
I'll make sure to get all those put together.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've got
How
them all
far back
figured
are we
out.
for this store?
Well, 3 months.
How many cases?
Well, it's got, right now on this one, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does this store break 1,000?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. When we do 15, 16, 17, try to 18, 19, count this one. Especially if you just. And some of them are $27, some of them are $218.
Yeah.
Probably 2 days ago. Like, this was $288 or $188, 207. Some of them are, well, they got a sweeper the other day and it was $400 or almost, $300, right?
What about a sweeper?
Do you have full workups on those cases?
Huh?
Do you have full workups on those cases? Like to show probable cause for each one?
Yeah, I've got video and everything on it.
Have you done a statement that we can read?
My boss has put the statements in, I just have to go print them off. All the ones that we have in the system right now, which is probably like 12 so far. Yeah, so we just go in and hit the statement thing and just print it. And then I have the original transaction and a receipt for what wasn't scanned as opposed to what's seen on video. So I got a receipt for each and every time they were in here. And on mine, I put notes on, when when the stuff got bagged that wasn't scanned. And then these are the receipts like we normally get you for cases. But I just haven't attached the videos to them yet because my boss was still putting it together when I had my 2 days off yesterday. So
We could put it into one report now these days, but at the end of the day, in the court size, each one is a specific. Now I know in the past they've grouped them together before, so they may do that.
Well, the last time when I talked to Fife, he was like, well, if you get them all put together, because we had another one similar to this, get them all put together, and then we'll get with the prosecutor.
It's kind of their
find out if they want to do all of them together or they want like 20 charges.
I might give him a call, see what he wants to do with it.
I think it's going to be all of them together are going to be over $1,000.
Is it both of them every time?
Yeah.
For every single case?
Well, not every single case. Sometimes it's just her. Sometimes it's just him.
So that's what we're going to have to determine also is, a cumulative yes together, but
yeah, we got to separate those and find out.
when they're together, you count them as both of them. But when they're separate, that total can't go for both of them.
Yeah,
it's got to go for the single person.
Yeah.
So we got to figure that total out.
Yeah, well, the majority of the bigger or the more expensive ones were both of them together.
Right.
She had a couple times with small stuff like hot food stuff like that, and he had a couple times with smaller stuff. But
let's work on today right now, and then we'll figure out that after this. Talk to him. I'll talk to her out here.
Because we don't have the authority to.
Step out here and talk to me.
Can we get away from all the people?
No, we'll just step out.
Let's go out front. Let's go out front.
I'm not going to go that far. You can stay right here on this bench. So apparently this is a thing that happens frequently.
I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but how can you record every little detail from a scanner?
Oh, there's cameras all over.
I understand that, but I understand that also things can be misscanned accidentally. I'm not saying it's always, but you can't sit and say that every time we come in here we steal something. That's not even right.
So not that question. I'm not worried about that right this second.
Yeah.
What happened today?
No, I always stand there and talk to people because I know everybody in here.
So
Literally stand there and talk to everybody.
what was it scanned?
I guess a few things. It was probably some lotion, something, some chicken, some cheese, I guess. But we paid for everything in the cart. Like, I guess.
I get that you paid for some items, but you
we paid for
obviously
almost
didn't.
all the items except for like 8 things, I think it was. Like,
8
not
things
big
is kind of a lot of things. They're
I
not
get
scanned.
that. I get that.
How do you forget 8 times that you didn't scan something?
Well, I think he gets to, he said he thinks he confuses someone else's scan when he's scanning his beside
That
you.
doesn't make sense.
I mean, I get that, but at the same
You're
time,
feeding me a
like,
line of bullshit is what you're doing.
not at all. So at the end of the day, no. I make
It's
more than
every
you
single
guys
time.
do.
I don't give a shit how much you make.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
listen to me.
That's fine.
Every
I'm
time
not
you,
gonna let you disrespect me.
every time you
Okay,
come
I'm
here,
done talking.
every time you come here,
done talking.
you guys are caught
I'm
not
done
scanning
talking.
things. Okay, that's fine.
It's fine.
Have a step back in here. You're gonna go to jail today, though.
No, I'm not.
Bet. Step
What you gonna
inside. Stand up and turn around right now.
No.
Yeah, you're under
No.
arrest
For what?
for stealing.
I didn't do nothing. What
Okay.
are you talking about?
Right now, you're being detained. So stand
I'm
up.
not going to be detained.
Okay. Let me verify something just real quick. Today, right now, she assisted in not scanning items, correct?
She's at the register. She's there every time.
Okay. And you said she was looking around while he was not scanning items?
Yeah,
But I talk to a lot of people here. Do I not do videos? I know everybody.
you do.
And it's every time they're together, they're not scanning items when they're together, and she's doing the same behavior?
Every time.
Okay. You're under
But I
arrest.
talk to everybody.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Stand up.
what?
For theft.
You cannot arrest me.
If you don't stand up and turn around, you're going to be having additional charges added to your booking sheet.
All right, can I get my stuff to my husband then?
No. Set it. We'll hand it whatever we need
Well, there's a
to.
lot of money here. If you just put it in my purse, thank you.
Turn around. I want your cuffs, sir. Have you talked to him yet?
Huh?
Have you talked to him yet?
No, not yet. Might have to do this. What's your phone?
Okay. Just keep them separate while you're talking to him. I'll stay out here with her too. Let me know you're done.
Are you allowed to go through my stuff like that?
Yeah, you're under arrest.
That doesn't mean you're on my property. He has it already.
I have the cash. I didn't mean this. This is like, honest to God, I didn't mean this.
Right, but you do realize that when you come in,
I get what you're saying.
you went. I missed that plastic thing. I missed the body wash.
But see, when I missed the plastic thing, I knew what I did. I hit it,
Right.
and then I thought I hit it again, and then
Right.
It's not like I was just like, hey, you know what?
No, I understand.
I'm gonna steal all this shit.
And it's a valiant thing you're doing, you're a man, whatnot, but I do not believe that she did not know.
No, she
immediately told you to shut up and stop talking to us when you guys got in there.
No, she wasn't saying that. She said I was talking too much.
Mm-hmm. Because you admitted to not scanning the stuff.
But
she didn't want you
know,
to
she didn't mean it like that. No, she didn't mean it like that, bro. I promise you she didn't mean it like that. She was just telling me to shut the up because I was talking.
Pretty much saying she had nothing to do with it. He was the one that missed the items and saying that he knows that he missed them.
They're here together every time. Did you watch a video?
No, I haven't.
Watch today's video.
And
then just determine. But they're saying that she's like looking out for them and stuff. So, what were the items? The food and stuff.
Yeah, food, pregnancy tests, and
I really
I think it was all. I only think one food was a pregnancy test and like a body wash storage box thing.
You have higher direction cards and cash.
didn't.
But how do you forget to scan 8 items and then do it consistently over 20 times? You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to the store and I've scanned things and I make sure I'm doing a thorough job. And it happened one time maybe, but 8 times in one sitting and then multiple times in multiple sittings. It's beyond just a mistake. It's a pattern, and it's shown that you're being thoughtful and stealing.
I understand. But I really didn't miss it.
And on our end, like I said, he puts all the cases, all the videos. We don't say whether you're guilty or not. I'm not. That's the judge and all that. We're just gonna put together the videos and send it in.
Look at that. I mean,
he scanned the cheap one twice.
She just
picked up the other one back.
Yeah.
I mean, you could obviously tell those are 2 different things. She'll stack stuff over here, and then he just like bags it without scanning.
Yeah. See, I mean, come on.
Well, you pick and choose. It's not always the same thing every time. Yeah, you got chicken that was $10 and something.
I honestly missed the chicken. That's $5 that I missed.
Well, you double bagged the corn.
Twice. It was on there twice.
Yeah, he got the corn.
Some stuff
He missed the queso, but he scanned it for wild rice. The cheese is on top of the rice. He scanned the rice for $1 something. The queso is like $4 and something.
I thought I had 2 bags of rice though. I had 2 bags of rice.
All right. And then the pregnancy test. I don't know what he's doing with it. He scans the cheap one and then like slice the other one clear over here.
No, I really thought I scanned the first one the first time. If you watch the video, I scanned it.
And like I said, we got like
Watch.
20 some videos
It's
of
gonna
similar
look-
to this.
It's gonna look like I scanned it on the one time.
And then he misses this big. This is one of the biggest items they had. He misses it completely. He scans the Reese's. Well, just because people run it over it doesn't mean they mean to scan it.
I know, but I
Because the UPC's not even facing down.
I heard a beep, and some of
That's what I've heard everybody tell me that. That might very well work in your case, but I have 20 other ones just like it.
I did.
So you're really messing up. You shouldn't go shopping by yourself.
I really. Hey.
You shouldn't go shopping at all, yes, because you can't scan it correctly, right? So you didn't even try to scan fruit.
Oh, I didn't. That's my fault. Completely.
And then some of the other cases, it's another similar thing where it'd be like the pork chops getting a cheaper one. The other day when they were in, they got some Creole seasoning. It was cheaper than, I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it kind of looked like syrup or something, but he scanned it twice. And
Seems like it's always the cheaper one.
I got 2 of the
Pretty
Creoles.
consistent.
I got Tony,
Right.
2 Tonys.
Right, but then there was something else in your hand. Look, it might not have been syrup, but it was some kind of bottle. You can pull up the transaction.
And he just said I stole a vacuum. I didn't really.
But it's never the more expensive thing accidentally getting scanned. So that's where we are like, okay, that's a tough one.
And 8 times.
And he pointed it out when he came in,
I
a couple
did.
of the items,
I
which he
knew
was
what-
honest. And
I
he's
knew
been
what I missed.
very nice the whole time. But
And I said I would pay for everything. It's not like it was a big deal. I accidentally missed this shit today.
Not a big deal times 20 turns out to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. But I did not mean to miss this shit.
I mean, you're to the point where you're an alert database over all the Walmarts in the local area. Like, how do you do that just because you made a mistake a couple
Waverly,
times?
I didn't steal shit. I had my daughter with me.
But you're saying you didn't steal anything this time too, and clearly.
No, I just told him when I got in here.
well,
I said, I
the
didn't mean
people
to
in
steal.
Waverly put a video on there that shows you doing the exact same thing happened here.
But what did I do?
I'm not gonna go over all of it. I'm telling you, they have proof or it wouldn't be on there. Their boss isn't gonna let them put it on there if it's not
I just
true.
really didn't steal anything in Waverly.
No, we can lose our job over
I had a
false
bunch of-
information up, so it's
Yeah.
not worth it. I'll let you
In
have the
Waverly.
food, but it's plain as day. And we're looking at over $1,500 of them on that total.
We'll probably 21 for this today, and then I'll probably send an email to request for a detective to look at all the cases, put it all together for
Yeah.
to have a possible felony.
Yeah, we'll put that in a cooler if
They
you
have to
can.
be arrested.
If you can send somebody.
Why her?
She's clearly involved in it.
No, she's not
But
involved.
I'm not. Like,
She's not involved.
that's what I'm trying to tell you outside, and you kept getting
She's
smart
not.
at me.
You said you
I'm
don't
like,
want to answer any more questions.
Be quiet.
How am I supposed to
Be
continue my
quiet.
investigation? We got probable
I
cause.
understand that,
Standing
but-
there right next to him when he's
Hey,
not
let me-
scanning
and I
items.
understand that, but I'm
As
saying
you're
like,
handing them to him.
let's see what I mean.
Be
Like,
there
she's
every
getting
time.
aggressive when you
I'm
talk
not being
about it.
aggressive. I'm telling you where my point
It's
of view
weird.
is.
Shut up. She,
My
hey,
other cups
listen,
are too small.
more.
They're like the little baby cups.
Hey, more. For real. She had nothing to do with it. Honest to God.
Oh. We have probable cause to believe otherwise, and if the court determines that, then that's between her and the court. That's fine. But we got to do our job, and then they'll do their job.
More. We can't just get a summons today.
You know, normally I would, but with the history and
I won't come back.
I understand that, but when they show me a case of $1,500 and you're doing it for 3 months, you rack that up. You're in all the Walmarts of Waverly and here and Columbus.
I didn't do anything. Can we just get a summons today, please? And I will take care of everything in court so I can take care of my kids. That's it. I'm not gonna come back here. I'm not gonna bother nobody. Come to my house. You can follow me to the crib, whatever you want.
Yeah, not with the history of doing this
Bro,
for 3 months.
I'm not.
racking up $1,500.
I'm not coming back here. I will bring $1,500 back here.
And that's 20 times here, right?
Yeah, that's just here.
So that's not even counting
I've
Waverly.
never stolen.
And that's in 3
You
months?
said I stole a vacuum.
Yeah, the past 3
I don't even
months.
have a vacuum in my house.
Yeah, we don't even have a vacuum. That's the crazy part.
And then, of course, we're good.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Be
Yep.
safe.
Thanks.
Suspect faces aggregated felony theft charges, multiple counts, restitution, and possible state prison time pending prosecutor and court review. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more content.